RG presents Cup Corner, sponsored by A&P Marine Yamaha, the best in boating. Do you want to go behind the scenes of the 35th America's Cup and learn more about Team BDA? You're in the right place. This is Cup Corner with me, Rachel Sawden. In this episode, I join Team BDA for training and breakfast, I test the AC and Team BDA knowledge on Bermuda streets, and take a boxing lesson at Oracle Team USA. But first, I get personal with Team BDA. During Pilates, I pull aside Dimitri Stevens to ask him about his position, love life, the fans, sacrifice, and growth. So can you tell me about your position on the boat?
For the most part, it's driving and making sure the boat's as fast as possible. It was a big learning curve. The GC32 helped, but it's still a big learning curve.
And how's your love life been since Team BDA started?
Not really a lot of time for that.
There's somebody on the team that is quite the Casanova and likes to use their status to impress the ladies. Any idea who this might be?
Let's just say it begins with a D and it's not me. My parents have especially told me, people have walked up to them and said, "Oh, your son's doing this," and yeah, so it's been really interesting in that regard, because before this, never really had that. I left a part-time job and I also put school on hold, so it's sort of a big commitment in that regard.
So how have you grown both emotionally, mentally, and even obviously physically since this journey began?
So before this I wasn't really fit, so yeah, a lot physically, and I think it's also helped me work as a teammate, which before this I only sailed solo, so that's another aspect that I think I've grown in.
Now it's time for street trivia. So your question is, what is the role of the bowman?
I believe to drop the dagger boards.
Is that your final answer?
I'm gonna go with my final answer, yes.
Your final answer is correct! You win the bag!
Thank you! Yay! This is awesome!
For our next round of street trivia. So the question is, ladies, how many Louis Vuitton World Series events were there leading up to the 35th America's Cup?
I totally know the answer to this.
You
want to guess?
Give me a round ballpark. I have no.
I totally know the answer. I totally do. Want me to tell you? Or want to guess?
Let's say 7. 7 is a lucky number. 7. What? You said
9.
Is it?
Is that your final answer?
9 is my final answer.
How do we feel about her final answer?
I say I trust you. I trust her. Final answer.
Final answer?
9.
Mother knows best.
Is it?
9 it is. You won
Team BDA.
Team BDA bumper stickers
Thank
and
yes.
bracelets to
Awesome.
support the team.
Perfect. Team
BDA.
BDA.
Go
Team BDA!
Have questions about the cup? Ask me, because it's time for Twitter Talk. John Roberts asks, who's going to win the America's Cup? Find out at the end of the show. Ready to go behind the scenes? Join me for Access Granted. Before boxing, I caught up with Oracle Team USA sailor Tom Johnson and asked him about Bermuda, rivalries, the money factor, and motivation. So TJ, can you tell me about what it's been like living in Bermuda the past, how long have you guys been here, like 2 years now?
Yeah, 2 years now. It's awesome. We love it here. It's pretty nice. If you like the water sports like we all do, there's, you know, not a really better place to live. The people have been awesome, really welcoming, you know, they've made it, you know, feels like home. It's great. Rivalry. There's always rivalry, but I mean, we're all quite good friends between a lot of the teams, so yeah, there's a lot of like personal rivalry, and it's fun, but it's kind of lighthearted. But at the end of the day, we're all trying to win the cup. You know, once you're on the water, there's no friends. It's it's a competition. Money definitely helps. You know, that's the big, you know, developing the boats and making them faster. So you know, you kind of need a good funding to be able to do that. But you know, everyone's got a good budget in this team, and I think you can. The way it is now, you can do it with a little bit less, and the boats are a bit smaller, and the teams are a bit smaller. So yeah, no one has too much of an advantage, I think. The motivation to win the America's Cup. You know, that's what we're all here for. We all want to win that cup. It's the oldest trophy in the world. It's been a big dream of mine. It's a dream of all of ours. So yeah.
Now, back to Access Granted. I'm outside the gym of Oracle Team USA and I'm here to take a boxing lesson. Oracle Team USA incorporates boxing as part of their training, and I had the chance to be put through the paces. So I was going to ask, why boxing for a sailing team?
Well, you're going to see soon, Rach, in about 1 minute.
Okay.
So here we are, Rach. Pop that on. TJ's going to be obviously nice to you today, considering it's your first lesson.
Then it was straight in the ring with TJ. We tapped gloves and started swinging. At first I was nervous. TJ is twice my size. But after taking a few punches, I got into it.
To answer your earlier question, it's always good to actually, do it, and then you actually understand, what it actually, why boxing for sailing. You need great footwork. You need to be fast. You need to be powerful. So everything a boxer needs, a sailor needs as well. That thinking under fatigue. Yep.
Well, his head, my hands are down, but I just can't. I can't pull my arms up to punch him. Oh my God.
Can you do a little bit more? 30, 8, 40, keep the speed on. 4, 6, 8, and 50. Last 10. Here we go. 1, 4, 6, 8, and 10.
One final boxing exercise, and I was spent. It was really fun, but really exhausting. Now, let's answer the tweet. John Roberts asks, who's going to win the America's Cup? The suspense is killing me. We're just going to have to wait to the end of June to find out. When Team BDA was having breakfast, I took the chance to chat with Shamari Warner and Mackenzie Cooper. What sacrifices did you make to join the team?
Sacrifices, I did have a full-time job before I started the team. Most of this team they had to quit school or something like that, but I had finished school and I was working at the airport, so giving up a full-time job. And I also do music, so I have a studio that I have at my house that I built, went to school for. So giving up most of my time from the studio and not having a full-time job and most of my family time, I would say.
Can you tell me about the pressure of a tactician?
There's a little bit of pressure, yeah. Being the tactician, you have to, a lot of the pressure falls on you to make the decision in the end, and that's tough. But I think when you're so focused on your boat and going really fast, that if you get the boat going really fast, then the job as a tactician, it becomes easier.
Thanks for watching Cup Corner. Follow me on Instagram for more America's Cup action.